This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness. We are back with another awesome mod spotlight, and today we are looking at the Hungry Sleeper Taming Lance. Let's get to it. We're going to go into our Engrams per usual, scroll down to the bottom. Here is the Hungry Sleeper Lance. It's going to cost you 0 Engram points to learn. However, you will need to know the pike in order to learn it. There is also the Hungry Sleeper Spear. It's going to cost you 0 Engram points as well, and you will need to know the spear in order to learn it. Now, the spear is apparently experimental, so we will be focusing mainly on the lance, but I will touch base on the spear here and there. Let's look at our crafting costs. You're going to need to have a pike and 50 narcotic and 10 mushroom in order to craft the Hungry Sleeper Lance. The spear is going to cost you a spear, 20 narco berries, and 2 spoiled meat. Now, one thing I did notice in the little bit of testing that I've done, the durability on the lance goes down relatively quickly. However, the spear doesn't seem to have any durability loss. Also, once you use up the durability on the lance, you will get the lance back. However, because I'm not seeing any durability loss on the spear, I guess you just keep using it forever until it breaks, although I haven't yet to get it to break and I've used it a good bit. Okay, so we're going to start off with showing you what it does to a tame dino, just so you can get an idea. However, I've noticed that it seems to be different on wild dinos, and I'll show you here in a second. If I hit this guy and we watch down here and watch his torpor, it will go up to 60 and then it'll drop back down. Also, he loses a good chunk of food, but he immediately eats, so it doesn't really matter. Now that his torpor is back to 0, we will hit him with the spear. And you can see that it stops at 30, exactly half of what the pike does. Now the interesting thing is though, if we find something with a little bit, I don't want to deal with the stego. Let's find something with a little bit higher torpor, because what I noticed is hitting the tame dinos, the math doesn't add up when I hit the wild dinos. Okay, let's hit this guy right here. He's level 8. 1. Now you wait till 5 every time you hit them. So I just kind of count to 5 in my head, and then I'll hit him again. And you can see there 2 hits took him out. He has 227 torpor, so the math doesn't really add up when you strike compared to the math that you get from striking a tame dino to a wild dino. So I'm not exactly sure how much it really does do to a wild dino, but we know that 2 strikes will get you at least 227 torpor, and you can see it dropped his food down by a little over half. Now let's take a look at the spear. Oh, also I want to point out the amount of durability that we lost there. Those 2 strikes took a pretty decent amount of durability loss. Now we're going to go on a rampant dodo knocking out spree so I can show you the spear. And it works the same. You hit, wait 5, then hit again, and there the dodo is down. So he has 78 and it took 2 strikes to knock him out, and it dropped his food to 0 from 720. And you can also note that it didn't take any durability loss. Here's a parasaur. We'll do the same thing. We'll use the spear on him. And of course he's gonna run into the water, but I don't care. Oh, he was already down before I hit him that second time. So 2 hits on him. He has 213 torpor. So 2 hits with the spear took him out. So the spear does decent amount of torpor as well. And you notice once again we didn't take any durability loss. Let's just strike the heck out of something, see if we can break this. Okay, there we go. So your spear does have a chance to break. But that's okay, because they're relatively cheap with the 20 narco berries. And you could easily, and the 2 spoiled meat, and you could easily stack them. Let's try this guy. He's level 44. He should have a decent amount of torpor. That was 1 strike. Also, apparently a side effect of the spear is explosive poops. Okay, so our lance broke before we had a chance to knock this guy out, but level 44, he was taking one heck of a beating there and should have probably fallen. I lost count of how many strikes we were because I had to keep counting to 5 in my head. I'm sure you guys watching the video could easily count the strikes. Also, the spear is crafted in your inventory, so let's craft another one. Let's go back out here and go after him again and see if we can knock him out. There it is, finally he's down. So he has 2,864 torpor. Took quite a beating to go down. And during that time, we dropped his food down to 0. So that gives you an idea of what it would take to take out something relatively large. I would recommend having the extra 50 narco and the 10 mushrooms? Yeah, 50 narco and 10 mushrooms on hand so that you can recraft your lance when it breaks on you, because if you're going to be taming something large and high level, it's probably going to take 2 or more of these to take them out. Well, I think that's going to call it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think I can do better. If you're shy and you don't like to leave comments, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.